This Mayanot moment is brought to you by Rabbi Meir Levinger. Rabbi Levinger has been director of the women's program at the Mayanot Yeshiva for the last 3 years. He teaches the popular early morning Chassidus classes as well as Mishnah.
And welcome to a Mayanot moment. This weekly Parshat, Parshat Bechukotai, is the Parshat that is most famous for the blessings and then the curses that come afterwards. The blessings if we're going to keep the Torah, the curses if we won't keep the Torah. Also, Parshat Kisavoy also has these curses. And it's very interesting, one of the most interesting things in Chassidus, that Chassidus says that really all the curses in the Torah are really blessings. And this is something mind-boggling. Like for most people, the curses and retribution is so much a part of their connection to Judaism. And Chassidus comes and says, no, it's not, no curses, it's all blessings. What's behind this? Chassidus explains to us that the Torah has an inner dimension and external dimension. We also have an internal dimension and external dimension. God also has an internal dimension and external dimension. So we won't go into explaining the inner dimension and external dimension of all these three things, of God, the Torah, and the Jewish people. But basically, Chassidus explains that it all depends how you look at it. If you're coming from a regular level within you, meaning to say that you just have a relationship with Judaism, with God, on a very external level, so then the curses actually sound like curses. But if you are on a level that you're really connected to God, and you're connected to your real essence, which is God, then you don't hear any curses. You really hear blessings. And actually, the Alter Rebbe in Torah, in Bechukotai Torah, actually brings a proof from the Talmud that once upon a time, Rabbi Levinger sent his son to get blessings from his friends in shul, and they just gave him 6-7 curses. He comes home all upset and says, "Daddy, not only they didn't bless me, they pained me. They gave me all these curses." And Rabbi Levinger told him, "No, these are all really blessings." What is the idea behind that? The idea behind that is that when you're really confident in someone's love, that person has the ability to tell you something sarcastic in a way that not only won't offend you, it will actually express that confidence in the love. Because if they wouldn't be confident in that love, they wouldn't be able to tell you something sarcastic like that. Like when something is really, really good, so some people say, "Oh, that was sick, that was bad, that was evil," or "that was wicked." But really, you could only say that that was bad or wicked only if that thing was really, really good. If something wasn't really that good and you go over to that lecturer and say, "Okay, that was sick," that person might get very, very offended. The same is with our relationship with our Creator. If you're coming from a very external perspective, simple perspective, God is actually telling you, okay, if you're not going to keep the Torah, there's going to be all these repercussions, retribution, punishment. But if you understand, if your approach to Torah is, I have an essential connection with God, as it says in the Pasuk, "V'ato toshuv v'tishma b'koil," if you'll repent, or the way Chassidus explains, toshuv, if you'll return to your essence, tishma b'koil, you'll be able to listen in the voice. You'll hear the blessings in the curses. You'll hear the blessings in the sarcastic way of giving the highest types of blessings. Because regular blessings is something that you could give to everyone. But the higher level of blessings is something that you could only give to someone that is really, really confident in that love. You should have a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos. There's an interesting story with the Mittler Rebbe once on Parshat Kisavo. He listened to the Torah reading with all these curses. He became so ill that the doctors thought that maybe he won't be able to fast on Yom Kippur. And when the Chassidim asked him, "I don't understand, this is a Torah portion that is read every year. What happened this year?" So he said, "When my father reads it, I don't hear curses, I hear blessings." What is the idea behind that? The idea is that the Alter Rebbe, what does he represent? He represents that confidence in our love to God. And when you have that confidence, it's impossible for you to hear anything negative. You understand that any negativity is really in order to express a deeper positivity. Have a great Shabbos.